If you're a woman and you're experiencing burnout, here are a few tips. Especially people who are highly sensitive or intuitive can feel a lot of burnout. Also, if you're empathic or a natural healer. This is because we're from a world that needs a lot of healing and a lot of giving. So many things around our world are broken. Some of us give and give and give until there's nothing left, and then we have to somehow pick up the pieces and keep going. The first way you can start to heal your burnout is know that it will not last forever. Sometimes, doubly so if you're neurodivergent, you can get so soul tired deep in your soul that you feel like no sleep will ever be enough, and if you lay down and sleep, you'll just want to sleep forever. And I can assure you, as someone who's healed myself from burnout many times, without which I don't think I'd still be alive, to be honest with you, you will not want to sleep forever. So if you have a busy schedule, for instance, and you can't just take a few days off and sleep, then really start to schedule in and be fierce about protecting your schedule boundaries of your sleeping time. Get really serious about going to bed early, about waking up on a schedule that gives you more sleep than you need as much as possible. If you are lucky enough to just be able to sleep for a couple days, let yourself sleep for as long as you need to. First, it will feel like you want to sleep and do it. What you'll find is that after a while of sleeping, you will kind of get bored and want to get back into the world again. That's one of the signs that you're healing the burnout. When I got divorced after a really draining relationship and marriage, this was about 15 years ago now, I told myself I was not going to let this take me. This wasn't going to make me old and bitter. I wasn't going to let this take my light. So I let myself grieve, and I sat on a couch of one of my family members because I had nowhere to live. I had left the marriage. We both had left. And I let myself cry and sleep and watch TV and just veg out and heal for as long as I needed to. I recognized my privilege in being able to do this. I was very lucky. Anyway, at first it felt like I'd never feel better. I would never heal, but I have a background in psychology and in energy work, so I knew a little bit better. And after a week or two, I was just bored of laying around and doing nothing. I had filled up my rest cup, so I was good, and then I wanted to start to get back out in the world again. A lot of us don't have the luxury of just being able to sleep and lay for days and days. So again, if you are on a schedule, get fierce about protecting your sleep time. And it's not all about sleep. Sometimes it's lay around time. Like, you don't necessarily need to be sleeping, but you just need to be chilling at home with nothing to do, no one pulling on you, no schedule to meet. That can be really hard for people who are overachievers and whose endocrine system needs to be productive all the time for you to feel worthy. And if you're one of those, if you don't schedule it in, I promise you'll never do it. So get on your calendar and put blocks, hours of time, of do nothing time, of nature time, of puttering around your house time. According to Alison Armstrong, whose work you may really like, oh bless you, my cat just sneezed. She talks about masculine and feminine dynamics, and I've found her work really helpful over the years. She says that for women, when we're kind of puttering around and not doing anything, we're actually generating and building more estrogen, which is one of the divine feminine hormones. Another one is oxytocin, which you get from snuggling, and that includes being in a nice, warm, cozy nest made of your own pillows and blankets and watching TV and doing nothing. So just a reminder, if you're trying to heal your soul, if you're trying to heal burnout, have a lot of sleep, a lot of sleep. Give yourself empty time to just let your brain regenerate. Also, as a creator, I will say that the best ideas that are going to push my work forward for months and years ahead come to me when I'm doing nothing. They don't come when I'm sitting with a pad brainstorming or when I'm trying to make spreadsheets or working on my website. They come when I'm doing absolutely nothing. Don't feel guilty for resting. Anyone who's going to make you feel guilty for resting has their own issues with the productivity addiction. Don't let it stick to you. You are not more worthy of love and life if you are being productive and getting stuff done. You are as inherently worthy when you're sitting napping or sitting sketching or doing a coloring book or crocheting or whatever it is you like to do to give your brain a break. We're not always meant to be humans in motion. We're also meant to sit still, relax, and just enjoy the life that we've created. Last and final thing for healing your soul, get outside, you guys. Seriously. Plug your electromagnetic system into the electromagnetic system around us, which is nature, which is designed to refill you. And not only that, but we are designed to provide unique and valuable electromagnetic information to nature. We are a part of nature. We evolved in this world. So get out into this world and let it heal you. Even if you're in the darkest of the dark places, a simple walk out in nature, even a 10-minute walk, will upgrade your vibe a couple notches, which is really worth the effort. The world deserves to have you healed, not burnt out, not having a soul that's really damaged from mistreatment of yourself or others. It's worth the time. You won't regret it. Here's your permission to take a load off, rest, and let yourself heal. Love y'all. Have a great day.